Hello, everyone. My name is Ofosua Ehla. I currently serve as the chairperson of Liaison for FIP ECPG Steering Committee 2025. And first and foremost, I would like to thank my liaison subcommittee members for their immense support and contribution throughout the year. I mean, they made the work very fruitful and seamlessly easy. And so I want to thank them and also thank my team members from the steering committee. And I'm glad to highlight what the liaison team has been able to do for this year, 2025. So, as part of my KPIs, one of the things I decided to do was to continue with the tradition of ECPG, which is the publications and the release of the Liaison newsletter, which is every month, and also the Liaison Corner, which is bi-monthly. And I also encouraged my Liaison subcommittee members to conduct interviews and articles with relevant stakeholders in their various sections as a form of encouragement for ECPG members who are growing in their career and other angles. Also, one of the things I did was to have quarterly meetings with my liaison subcommittee members just to follow up on updates from their sections and also check on their well-being. And one of the things I decided to come up with, together with my team from the steering committee, is a liaison structure. So this liaison structure was birthed out of the fact that I noticed that a few of my liaison subcommittee members were a bit dormant in performing their activities, and upon engagement with them, I noticed that they didn't really know what exactly their job description or what is expected of them. So I decided to come up with a liaison structure that states what they're supposed to do in their section, their roles, and what is expected of them. And it has been created, the liaison structure has been created and is under review, awaiting approval. Also, one of the key KPIs I had for 2025 in my mandate as chairperson of liaison of the FIP ECPG Steering Committee was to have two networking events for ECPG. And we had the first one on the 3rd of August 2025. It was a virtual networking event. The purpose of this networking event was to connect ECPG members to other stakeholders who have grown in the field of policy making and advocacy, especially in global health, and to advise and encourage ECP members who want to go into that space of policy making on how to go about it and how to grow their career in that space and what to look out for. And it was a very interactive session, very engaging. We had two speakers, one from Technical Advisory Group for WHO Competency Framework for Health Workers, and one from WHO Global Health Workforce Network Youth Hub. Also, I had the opportunity to co-organize and facilitate the hackathon session that took place at this year's FIP Congress in Copenhagen, Denmark, together with the Secretary of ECPG Steering Committee. And it was fruitful. We had a 2-day parallel session. The first day we had speaker engagements with the participants on sustainability in pharmacy practice. So we looked at sustainability generally in pharmacy practice. We looked at sustainability in academia, sustainability in industry, among others. And indeed, it was worth it. The second day was where we had our participants analyze case studies that was given to them, and they had to do a presentation to present their analysis of the case study and practical solutions that can be implemented in the future, especially when we are looking at AI in sustainability of pharmacy practice. And The reviews from the participants was awesome. They loved it. They had a very engaging and productive session for both days, and we were able to come up with certificates for them. So this was day one. For day one, I had the opportunity once again to give a brief overview of what FIP ECPG is what our mission is, what our vision is, what we stand for, how to become an ECPG member. And day two was when we had our judges seated, awaiting our participants to give their presentation and a practical solution. So I would say that one of my key achievements in my tenure this year as chairperson of Liaisons was the ability to strengthen governance and structure, in the sense that coming up with the Liaison structure, which, like I said, it's under review and will be approved, hoping that it will be approved before the second tenure of the Liaison subcommittee members. And also, one of the Liaison subcommittee members for CPS was able to come up with a Spanish version of AI toolkits for pharmacists. So, in conclusion, I would want to say a very big thank you to my team members from the FIP ECPG Steering Committee, and also to my Liaison subcommittee members for their unwavering support and contribution once again. I couldn't have done this without them. Indeed, it was a teamwork, and we were able to produce results. Thank you, FIP and ECPG members, for your support. Long live FIP, long live ECPG. Thank you.